Hey everyone, Combo here, back with another Empires and Puzzles video, and today we have Hero Coach in the game. What is Hero Coach, you ask? Well, you're going to have the ability to pick a hero that has been out for at least 2 years and be able to get them to 4.90 at the cost of gems. You will not have to use any limit break items or any other materials to get them to 4.90, just gems. This is a huge win in my opinion, not something just good for free-to-play players or cheap-to-play players. Even if you're a spender, this is something that's going to help out everybody in my opinion. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about some types of heroes that would be good for Hero Coach, and I'm going to show you my 4 options that I've been considering, and we're going to select that one hero in this video as well. Real quick before we get started, if you do enjoy this video or find it helpful, hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and turn that notification bell on so you can be alerted of when I drop new content. Alright, so let's take a look at my options, and I think that's going to give a good indication of the types of heroes that you can choose. So if I click on choose hero, I do have a Lord Loki and his costume. His costume's at 4.85. It only shows 4.80 because I did not level the main version. I am going to eventually level that up so that I can double limit break the costume, but I don't want to choose him because I don't think it would be a good value. But if you do have a Lord Loki that is unleveled or not maxed, then he could definitely be a very good option for you. He's a lot of fun to use and a good counter to Bernadette if you can have somebody else on your team that can neutralize her, like a mindless attack or a silence or something like that in a few turns, because you do need 9 tiles to get Lord Loki, and sometimes that can be a little tricky to get before she goes off. Pretty much all of my Season 1 heroes that I've got maxed at 90 or 85, I have another copy of them that's unleveled, so those are really good options, especially if you have the Toon or Glass costumes. Obviously, you are going to need to level up all of the other costumes. It's only going to be the main version that you're going to be able to get to 90. You will need to level up all of the costumes. So those would be good options. I think Richard is probably a front runner there, along with Sartana, probably another really good one. Marjana, any of those fast speed Season 1 heroes I think would be really good options. Scrolling through here, it's some of my other options. Sartana is somebody I am definitely considering. I did actually start leveling her so that I could spend less gems, and I am going to eventually max her because I do have all 4 costumes for Sartana, including the glass costume. Leveling up another Dia-chan is an option for me also. Not one of my top options though. Dark Lord is definitely somebody that I'm considering because I do have his costume. So his costume definitely makes him relevant. He's an extremely good sniper, adds a lot of damage between the curse and the poison damage, and the negative mana generation is really good, but the poison damage goes to 3 and the curse damage from his passive goes to everybody on the team. So he is definitely somebody I'm considering. I've got a couple other Season 1 heroes. For holy heroes, I do have a Guardian Gazelle that's been at 3.70 for quite some time. I do have her costume as well, and she is in my top final 4. So I am definitely considering her. Her costume is really, really good, but I do have a few holy healers already and a couple really good ones with Cleopatra, Sludges, and I'm leveling up Astrid right now, so I don't know if Guardian Gazelle is going to make the cut because of that. I've got some more Season 1 heroes with their costumes. I don't have the glass costume for Vivica. I do have it for Leonidas. Oni Wakamaru is somebody else that I am definitely considering. He is an extremely good counter to Bernadette because of the fact that he gets his special in only 5 tiles. He gives boosted health to himself, and he gives himself Undispellable taunt. He's the only taunter in the game that gives themselves Undispellable taunt, and he's going to counterattack with some damage back after. He has 3 different charges, but the one that makes him so useful is that first charge because he gets it in 5 tiles. He's also a monk class, so we'll have a 30% chance to resist any negative ailments. So if you're bringing Oni Wakamaru up against, say, Bernadette, then he's actually going to have a chance to resist the painting effect as well, and nobody else on the team will get the painting if his special recently went off. So he is definitely a front runner honor and in my final four for this hero coach event. Head of Fairies would be somebody I would consider as well because I do have her costume and she is an extremely good healer, but I've also already got 3 blue healers with Nautica, Grimsteel, and Thalassa. So I probably would not consider Hero of Fairies. I don't even think that she'd be in my top 4, honestly. I do have a second copy of Lord Loki. We talked about him earlier, so he would definitely be an option as well. I don't have the costumes for Thorn. Again, leveling a second Richard is an option. As far as nature heroes, I don't think there's anybody here that I'm really considering except maybe Liana. I do have her costumes, including her Toon costume. Ignazio's an interesting one because I think he's actually supposed to be getting a costume within the next couple of months. I think I saw something in beta where he was getting a costume. Obviously, I would need to pull that costume, but he's a really good healer, and that would definitely make him relevant again by either double limit breaking him or getting that costume bonus when it comes out. Phenexa is an interesting one. As far as other fire heroes that I have, I don't think there's anybody else that I would really consider except maybe some of the Season 1 heroes. I do have the glass costume for Marjana. Kagan, I've only got the Toon costume, and Elena, I don't have her Toon costume. One other one that I want to take a look at, which I think will be a popular option for a lot of people, is Ludwig. So Ludwig is currently in the Fated Summon, so a lot of people have him. So if you don't have anybody else, and if you do have Ludwig from the Fated Summon, he could definitely be a really good option for you. He is slow mana speed, but he is a taunter who is going to give himself a defense up. It's more than plus 70%. I don't have him leveled at all, so it would be something like 85 or 90, I think maybe. Not sure what the exact defense up for that is, but then he's also going to give nearby allies increased mana, which is extremely useful both for offense and for defense. So Ludwig would definitely be a great option. So overall, I think any of the Season 1 heroes, if you have at least their Toon costumes, I think that those could be really good options. Again, you will need to level up their costumes. It's only going to be the main version that you get to 4.90, but that's a lot of alpha ethers that you won't have to spend, a lot of 5-star, 4-star, and 3-star ethers you won't have to spend. And if you level them up with the hero coach from 3.70 or lower, then you're not going to have to spend those highly sought after 4-star ascension items. So your Damascus Blade, your Tome of Tactics, and then either your darts, your telescopes, the rings, the tonics, or the tabards. 3.70 seems to be the best gem value if you have the feeder heroes to be able to get them up to 3.70 or 2.60, or honestly, even 1.1 to 4.90 is good. You're just obviously going to have to spend some more gems. I think it's about 1,000 gems if they are at 1.1. If they're at 3.70, it comes out to like 400 gems or maybe a little bit less than that, I think. So after the Season 1 heroes, and again, really only if you have the Toon costume, ideally if you have the glass costume also, but after that, I would consider heroes like Lord Loki, Guardian Gazelle, or Oni Wakamaru, who have a specific use. For Lord Loki, obviously he can copy anybody's special, so he basically is any hero at an average speed. He's most useful against Bernadette, I would say, but obviously you can use him up against anybody, and he's great against those Mega Minion heroes because he gets his own Mega Minion. Guardian Gazelle has so many uses. Obviously, on top of it being a healer, she's going to give everybody but herself 110% attack up. Also is going to give the dancing effect to everybody, so when they are dancing, they'll be immune to any ailments, including Bernadette's paintings. So she's a really good option. Oni Wakamaru, because of his Undispellable taunt, and the fact that he gets that in only 5 tiles, he is a great option. So those specific types of niche heroes I think are really good. And then basically anybody who has gotten a costume recently and that costume bonus makes them relevant in the game. So somebody like Dark Lord. For me, my final 4, so to speak, are going to be Sartana and Dark Lord in there. I definitely could use another really good purple sniper, and both of them are fast speed, so I'd be able to get them activated in just 7 tiles, even with the legendary troop. Guardian Gazelle, definitely in my top 4 as well. I've been wanting to level her up. It just seems like somebody else always jumps in front of her. And then Oni Wakamaru as my 4th option in my final 4, and who I actually will be selecting with this hero coach this time around. I really wanted to go with Guardian Gazelle, honestly, but I've got 3 really good healers with Sludges, Cleopatra, and Astrid that I'm leveling up right now. I was really considering Sartana, and honestly, I still still kind of am considering Sartana because I've got all of her costumes, including the glass one, but I'm probably just going to level her up the old school way. Oni Wakamaru is going to help me with the current meta because we're seeing 5+ Bernadette tanks every single war, so he will definitely help me out with her. All right, so let's see what this actual Hero Coach program looks like when we select them. Once I do that, it tells you how many gems it would cost you. So for me, I have Oni Wakamaru at 2.60, so it's going to cost me 593 gems. I click train, and we're going to hit yes and get him up to 4.90 and see what he looks like. Oni Wakamaru, 4.90. It does not add emblems. I do have enough emblems to get him up to 22. So I've got enough for 2 masterclass emblems, which I will add for him, and I will be using him this weekend war. Hopefully I don't forget that I have him when I am building my teams. Let me know who you are considering in selecting in this Hero Coach program, and if you are looking for an opinion, post a comment down below and I will give my opinion on who I think that you should select. But that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it or found it helpful, and if you did, hit that like button, make sure you're subbed to my channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.